Welcome back, everyone. It's Stray Faye here with another episode of Cupid Parasite. In the last episode, we had a date with the young but very harsh, very harsh, fashion designer Ryuki. He did treat Lynette like a princess, all the while critiquing her looks. Seemed to be a lot of Ryuki too, because then in the next chapter as well, they had like another episode of Parasite House. And they went to a wedding and Ryuki was like kind of front and center with his wedding dress design. We're almost done with the common route, but I don't know if I'll be able to finish it in this episode. Hopefully the pacing's okay. We'll either get done with the common route this episode or next episode, depending on how long the chapters are. And we'll finally get into the Ryuki route. Alright, anyway, let's start. A few days after the last episode. I'll go ahead and wash everyone's sheets while the rest of you are out today. Is that okay with you all? Sure, thanks, Gil. Wow. They're just using him. Poor Gil's the mom. Yeah, much appreciated. Please use this detergent. It's much easier on the skin. Thank you, Gil. Mr. Snail is just asking me whether he should hire a housekeeper. Don't worry about it. I actually like doing housework. Plus it gives me a chance to try and impress her. Huh? Forget I said anything. Anyway, I'll see you all later. Thanks a bunch, Gil. I'll be back as soon as my lesson is done. Seems like everyone is getting used to daily life in the house. I guess things have a way of working themselves out. As I walked to the office as usual, I thought more about the daily lives of the Parasite 5. Because of my date week, I've been doing most of my work remotely. It's been a while since I spent much time at the office. Today I got an interview with the local magazine about Parasite House. I guess I should give Los York TV the credit they deserve. The response to Parasite House has been pretty amazing, especially with that first episode. Cupid Corp membership has seen a huge jump, and all the negative press from before has been dying down. Claris's system development department has also been managing an official Parasite House blog. They've mostly just been posting everyday life sort of stuff, but people seem to really be enjoying it. The Parasite 5 deserves some of the credit too, of course. So, to thank them, I need to put all my effort into finding them wives. I arrived at the office and stood waiting for the elevator. After a second, I realized someone was standing next to me. Ah, Mr. Snail, good morning. Good morning. I didn't realize you'd be coming into the office today. He was composing an email even while talking to me. He was gone before I woke up, so I hadn't seen him since the night before. Ah, well, I've got an interview with the local magazine. They want to talk to me about Parasite House. Oh? Interesting. So how are your Parasite 5 doing? Acting like you're not part of it? Well, they've still got a bit of a reputation, so it's not exactly smooth sailing just yet. I've mainly been trying to understand their preferences better and introduce them to good potential matches. For example, Gil should avoid girls that remind him of his ex. So I'm focusing on girls that are opposite of Claire's. Oh no. But would they unintentionally remind him of Lynette instead? And Monsieur Essay is a prestige parasite, so I've been recommending girls that may be eager to dedicate herself to his success. For Raoul, I tried introducing girls who are into mythology, but apparently he already knows all of them. Ugh. This girl's totally a fake fan. She doesn't care about mythology at all. Probably just wrote that to try and meet me. Oh, rip. So, of course, he rejected that one, too. Ryuki didn't show the least bit of interest in any of the photos I showed him. Did he just see, like, a black haze in all of them? Like a ghost photo. I thought I picked out some of our most attractive members, but he couldn't have cared less. As for Alan... Oh, she's cute. I guess I wouldn't mind meeting her. When he talks like that, it makes me nervous. I insisted on coming to their meetup, and right away he asked if she has a boyfriend. Ultimately, she was the one who turned him down. Yeah, with an opener like that. Gil had an excuse for every single one. This one isn't quite his type, that one is just a little too young, stuff like that. To be honest, I'm kind of at a loss right now, but I'm not about to give up yet. I'm glad to hear that. So what's the problem? They all have status, they come from good families, and of course they're attractive. Right, but that's not the issue. The fact is, it seems like none of them have any interest in actually getting married. Even though they're active members of Cupid Corp. Yeah, exactly. It's like, none of them are in a hurry, so they're not taking any of this seriously. We've had members whose parents forced them to join and things like that, so they had no interest. But never anything as bad as this. But I've heard Monsieur Essay is quite sincere about his desire, no? I get the sense he does feel pressure to get married, but he doesn't actually want to, so it's difficult. It feels like he treats getting married like applying for a license or earning a certificate or something. I see. I suppose that might be the case. Also, this is just my opinion, but they all have pretty fulfilling lives, so they might not see any point in getting married. Interesting. Meaning you need to find some way to motivate them first. Right, but even then, that still might not be enough. They still need to deal with their parasite personalities. Otherwise, that'll be a constant obstacle. If they can fix that, only then could I be confident in saying things that will turn out okay. Let me ask you this. What do you think as a woman? Do you find them attractive? Absolutely not. I would immediately reject every one of them. Rip. Immediately? But you agree that there are no issues regarding status or looks, right? Generally speaking, sure. But status and looks aren't what matter to me. They aren't? Why is that? Well, because I don't think that's where a person's value comes from. It's what's on the inside that matters most. That's what I heard back in Celestia. Relationships based on status, looks, family, things like that. They always end poorly. Of course, those things can still lead to true love, but it usually relies on coming to love what's on the inside too. Yeah, like all those other things can just are like supports. You can't just like force it to happen. I mean, those things can have value when looking for a partner, but if that's your focus, I don't think you'll reach your goal. What makes you say that? Like, if I went out with Gil, he'd just compare me to his lost love forever. And I might never even meet Monsieur Essay. Ryuki wouldn't acknowledge me without my makeup, and Raoul would spend every waking second talking to me about mythology. Alan, meanwhile, was completely out of the question in every way possible, but I didn't want to get into that with the president. Part of our company's terms of service is that anyone who has no genuine desire to get married will be removed from the program. Still, as long as there are members, I have to keep fighting for them. As the god of love, and in order to earn my promotion, I intend to see every one of the Parasite 5 get married. Indeed. Well, best of luck to you. Just then, the elevator arrived and a mass of people stepped out. Our conversation about the Parasite 5 had come to a natural end, so we got on the elevator and we stood in silence. Oh, gotta blow my nose. Oh no, is this like President aside? Not what matters to her. I see. Once I was by myself, I thought about our conversation. I thought every woman cared about status. After all, what normal person isn't attracted to someone of higher social standing? Every piece of media in the world confirmed that fact. Movies, novels. In every case, people of status were the popular ones. And within our company, the ones who find partners the fastest are always of higher standing. Though there's no way I'm wrong. I must continue to elevate and maintain my status. I mean, you can... Boy, man, like, you gotta meet with the women. You can't just, like, put her on a shelf and just never interact with her. That's all anyone truly cares about. If you want to be desired, you must achieve maximum status. Oh boy. He's got his own problems. Interviewer. Okay, are you ready to begin the interview? Yes, absolutely. Sitting in the conference room, I exchanged pleasantries with the interviewer and editor from Gossiper Weekly. They want to do a special feature about Parasite House, and they're going to promote Cupid Corp along with that. Editor, I don't know what voice to give you. I seem to just give every one of the white characters the same voice. I have to admit, I'm totally addicted to the show. It's just so much fun. And we get to see a whole other side of rural Aconite. I'm glad you like it. She mentioned Rule's other side, but boy, if they only knew. But I just smiled and kept my mouth shut. Now then, could you tell us a little bit about how your company works? Of course. So everyone who joins Cupid Corp is assigned their own personal bridal advisor. I launched in the same explanation I would give to any new member. Our revolutionary Cupid system creates a detailed member database, then makes suggestions based on each person's profiles. We offer group events, casual cafe chats, and lots of other ways to meet potential mates, all tailored to the member's personality. We also have a wedding chapel on site, which helps to remind everyone why they're here and amplify the entire process. Wow, it sounds like you provide all kinds of support. I always imagined this matchmaking stuff was a bit more hands-off. Our members are our top priority. Our slogan is, from your first encounter to your final vows, and we're committed to that goal. How wonderful to hear! I can see why Cupid Corp has been so popular among the many busy working professionals of Los York. Next, I'd like to talk a little bit about the founder and president of Cupid Corp, Shelby Snail. I hear he's quite the devoted husband. I read an article online talking about him and his wife. Right. I believe I saw that article. Ah, crap. She must be talking about that article with the picture of the back of my head. I hope that doesn't cause trouble. I decided I should probably talk to him about that after the interview. Then I thought more about what that article had said. He talked about his daily life with his wife, how they decided what to eat and what they do on their days off. But does Shelby even have any days off? He's a workaholic. But with what I know about Mr. Snail, it's hard to imagine him living that kind of life. The more I get to know him, the more I have to wonder how accurate his public persona really is. I mean, The man described in that article seems really excited and energetic, which is kind of odd. He said how much he loved his wife, which is great, but I just couldn't imagine him saying all that stuff with a straight face. The article also mentioned how much he values the time he spends with his wife, but he's been at Parasite House this whole time. And whenever I see him, all he's doing is writing work emails. Is it really okay for him to be spending so much time away from home? Suddenly, I felt the temperature in the room drop. A cold wind tugged at my clothes, and I realized... Huh? This feeling... It's exactly the same feeling I used to get when another god would pass close by me in Celestia. Wait, what? I glanced around, but I didn't see anything out of the ordinary. I guess it was just by imagination. It's not gonna be. Is everything alright? Sorry. Yes, everything's fine. I gave my head a small shake to clear my mind and turned my focus back to the interviewer. But that feeling of a godly presence lingered. A few days later, it was time for the next episode of Parasite House. Already. So, is everyone ready? Yeah! We reached the third episode, and everyone seemed to be getting into the flow of things by this point. Everyone's been so much more relaxed lately. Life's been good at the share house, so I think today's episode should go smoothly. And we're live! Oh, here we go. Bomber Chorizo! Hello to everyone out there in Los York! Don't you dare touch that dial, because it's time for Parasite House! I am Bomber Chorizo, coming at you live and in color! Today is all about domestic skills. Specifically, the boys are gonna try a bit of good old-fashioned home cooking. Let's turn things over to our friends over at Parasite House. Hey, Parasite 5, how y'all doing today? Hey, Bomber, we're doing great. Fantastic! So what is that you got there, Raul? Well, today's theme is home cooking, right? So I thought I'd try making some ambrosia. Can you make that? It's like imaginary, like, food of the gods, right? I'm pretty sure ambrosia is not supposed to be that dark. And definitely not that thick. Yeah, maybe not. I just threw a bunch of health food in there, but halfway through I started to think maybe I'd made a mistake. Rolo just stood there with a goofy grin on his face as he stirred his bubbly concoction. Ruki snatched the container and poured it down the sink, then turned on the garbage disposal as if to emphasize his disgust. Oh no! My ambrosia! If you're just gonna waste food, why not try and make something we could use as a facial treatment instead? Just saying it looked like mud. You could have used that as like a mud pack or something, couldn't you? That strange brew of yours would absolutely ruin your skin. Let's check on Gil. I believe he's working on a really amazing dish right now. Follow me. I guided Peter over to Gil. When he saw me coming, his eyes lit up. Amazing. Come on, you're embarrassing me. I only just started preparing it yesterday. Wait, what? What's this? Gil, are you secretly an incredible home cook or something? Well, I'm not sure I would say incredible. He said that, but at the same time he was seasoning a perfectly cut piece of meat and working on another dish at the same time. After seasoning it, you should really let it rest overnight. Luckily, I've already got another one here all prepared. Gil, you could have your own cooking show. When did this turn into a cooking show? And while that's simmering in the oven, I'm gonna use this seasoned fish to make some aquapazza. For some reason, Gil winked at me as he said that. Is he trying to advertise his cooking skills or something? I made a mental note to jot that down later. As I was thinking about that, someone bumped into me from behind. My apologies. Owen, are you okay? As I turned around, I saw Owen holding a plate with nothing on it but a single jelly drink. I'm fine. I just thought I should do a bit of cooking as well. You know, as a representative. Owen, you can't just put a jelly drink on a plate and call it cooking. Oh? Shelby in the background. Oh? Uh-oh. Owen and Mr. Snail both look equally surprised. Apparently they seriously thought this counted as cooking. You clowns. Mr. Snail loves that jelly drink and his wife probably cooks for him, so he's never had to think about it. After getting over that shock, I looked over to see Alan lounging on a nearby couch. He's like, this is not my forte. Alan, aren't you gonna cook or something? Huh? Me? I've never cooked anything in my life. What? Never? It's too much of a pain when I'm by myself. And then when I'm with a girl, she always does it for me. Alan looked directly at the camera and unleashed one of his disgustingly sweet smiles. What a player! Sounds like any girl that gets too close to you might get burned. Oh, she'll burn alright. Listen, girls. You make me a hot meal, I'll make your body just as hot. You should really just make your own food. Oh? What, you don't like it when a girl cooks for you, Gil? Gil seemed surprisingly annoyed by Alan's matter-of-fact question. Of course not! I think it's the man's job to do everything he can for the woman. Really? Don't you think that's a bit selfish? We got opposites here. We got one guy's like doing everything, and then like one guy's doing nothing. You gotta like compromise in the middle here. How is that selfish? You do all the housework because you want to, right? But what if that's not what she wants? You need to think about her too. If she wants to serve me, I'm more than happy to let her share herself with me. What? You're just taking advantage of her. I'm not the one being selfish. Everyone likes when I do the housework. Right? Well... The way you do laundry is somewhat haphazard. You dry things in direct sunlight so the colors will fade faster. Wow. Ricky's actually critiquing them. Usually he just ignores everything. But Gil's trying his best. No one can do housework exactly how the other person wants. And some girls just like doing those things. You know that if you let them. But who wouldn't like having someone who will do all the housework for them? When a girl feeds me, I always tell her how happy it makes me. Letting her feel that joy is a man's job too. But it's not right for the woman to do all the work. That's totally unacceptable. I mean, put yourself in her shoes. If that's not selfish, what is? Every girl is different. If you ignore that and do what you think it's best, it's too overbearing. Like, the meal you prepared today is obviously overdoing it. If you pulled that on a girl out of nowhere, she'd get weirded out. What? But I found an article online about top 10 favorite foods for girls, and I only made the top 5. Do women really like all these fatty foods? No wonder so many of their grades are so low. Huh? Fatty? No way! You like stuff like this, right? Right? Gil was practically pleading with me. I looked at all the food he'd made and decided to respond as his advisor. Well, to be honest, the calorie count does concern me. And he made so much. Even everyone here couldn't finish it all. I mean, he did the work and gotta commend him for that. No, you can't be serious. See? Even if he made such a heavy meal for a girl, and then told her, this is all for you, that puts a lot of pressure on her. But I just want her to be happy. That's exactly where the pressure comes from. Besides, all the housework in the world can't make up for poor technique. What? What the hell does technique have to do with any of this? Sorry, Gil, he's got a point. Your, style does matter. Wait, what? You too, Raoul? Don't believe me? Ask any woman. Does she want some subservient dog? Or a man that will bring her the sweetest dreams? Damn it! You've got a big mouth! You must think you're just as big downstairs, huh? Wait, why is it going this direction? Oh, certainly. Wanna see? Of course, you'll have to show your hand, too. Bring it on! Huh? Huh? Wait! As quickly as I covered Peter's camera with both hands, I heard the sounds of undressing from behind me. Wait, why is this becoming a dick measuring contest? Oh my god, he actually... How do you like them apples? That's a good thing it's not there, it's cut off. Why are we taking our clothes off again? Huh. You're bigger than I expected. If you're packing that kind of heat, that's what you should be. I can't. Okay. That's what you should be serving girls with. I'm looking for a true romance, thank you very much. I want to take my time and do things the right way. Hey, how's mine? Wait. No! I can't. Okay. Nobody asked to see yours, Raoul! And yours is even bigger than me! Ugh. Can you please not make me look at such hideous extremities? Ryuki. Oh? Is yours so much more attractive then? Hey, hold on. Wait a minute! Hey! How dare you unrobe me? I don't care about being exposed, but how do you do that so expertly? You know how hard, clothes are to take off? I, have to take off my work pants after work and I'm, out of breath. You just, just apparated the clothes off. Shelby, go! No! No! Not you two! Excuse me? What are you doing? Let's see yours too, Shelby. I've always thought you had the build of an ancient Roman sculpture. Time to find out for sure. Oh my gosh. I can't. Hang on, let me just take a little... Drink some water. Hey, stop that. What about me, Raoul? I'm like a Roman statue too, right? Come on, say something. This really turned into a dick measuring contest. It's not about the size of the boat. It's about the motion of the ocean. What? You're the one that wanted to see it in the first place. I never said I wanted to. I just said you'd have to show yours if you wanted to see mine. We all know what you meant. Oh. Hey, stop kicking up dust. I had no idea men cared so much about their size. Maybe I should have mine looked at too. Peter, no. Peter, no! Do not take your clothes off. And don't move the camera or you'll show everything. Just stop moving. Oh no, it's like Lynette just there with her hands in front of the lens, just like, I can't show this on TV. Oh my god, okay, they cut it off. What a mess. Oh, whoa! Looks like we're having some technical difficulties. Maybe we've got a bad connection or something. Anyway, there's still 15 minutes, so let your good friend Bomber Chorizo keep you entertained until we get the signal back. We got a pretty good look at everyone's approach to women, huh? Sounds like they're looking for some kind of love at least. But really, what's in your heart that really matters? So when, time's up? The episode's over. Oh, is he just like killing time? Wow! So we're ending without ever getting the boys back, huh? Sorry, loyal viewers. Let's hope the next episode goes better. I do hope you'll tune in next week. Until then, this is Bomber Chorizo signing off. Bye-bye! What a mess. Oh no, the silhouette's back. I kind of already know who this guy is. I'll just pretend I don't know. Fools! They've completely self-destructed. Our chance has finally arrived. We'll show them. We'll show them all. They're still in the background, scheming. This is why nobody sees you as anything but a worried mother, Gil. Oh my god, he goes with his shirt off. I like how Alan is the only one that did not disrobe. Everyone else did, though. Alan is intact. Shut up! Just leave me alone! Hey guys! The live broadcast had ended, but the arguing was far from over. This is like our own little Ragnarok. If you just keep doing everything for everyone and ignore how bad it is for you, you're always gonna be the lovelorn parasite. That's funny coming from the thieving parasite. You don't care how girls feel at all. At least with me, Hey, knock it off, both of you! I slammed my hands on the table and yelled as loud as I could. They finally stopped arguing, although they were still naked. What the? When did you? Gil, did you forget Lynette was here? I've been here the whole time, and the show's over in case any of you care. Oh right, the show. Did our naked bodies end up on live TV? Luckily for you, I managed to cover the camera. But now I need you all to put your clothes on and sit down. I glared at them as they sheepishly got dressed. Gil looked especially embarrassed, but made an effort to look at me. Lynette? I'm really sorry. Just sit down, Gil. Okay. He did as I asked and I just folded my arms across my chest and continued to glare at them. Angry teacher pose. Parasite 5, listen up. None of you have any desire to get married, and none of you care about the feelings of the women around you. But Gil, you always go too far without thinking about the other person. You need to think about her and get some perspective. Alan, enough with the one-night stands. Unless you show some desire to get married, we're gonna revoke your membership. All I said was I wanted to give them sweet dreams. We all know what that's a euphemism for. I'm really sorry for stripping down in front of you like that. You shouldn't have had to see that. That's not what I'm mad about. I don't care about seeing some naked body. You don't care. Oh. The heart of the problem here is... Hi! G! I couldn't remember the last time I'd seen Chi, and then all of a sudden he just appeared out of nowhere. Chi? Wait, what is it? My cell phone? Chi! My phone was on the table and she was desperately circling around it. I decided to investigate. Huh? There's a flood of comments coming in. Earlier I searched hashtag Parasite House on Instagram and left the app open. Now I was staring at a wall of awful comments. Oh no. Damn, that was raunchy. Don't they realize children could have been watching? Who the heck is in charge of Cupid Corp anyway? Everyone in the house is super attractive, but they're all dumb as hell. I think I'm done with this show. I just wanted to see Raoul, but he's not getting any screen time at all. This sucks. What? What kind of comments? What is it? This is really bad. Scrolling through the comments, I saw nothing but negativity. Even Raoul's diehard fans were upset. Then his agent called. Oh no. Hello? This is Lynette. How dare you make my client do that? I thought I made it very clear that the lower half was strictly off limits. I'm very sorry. With this next movie coming up, this is a very delicate time. If this hurts his public image, I'm pulling him from the show. Of course. I really am sorry. I promise nothing like this will happen again. She hung up. I glanced over at the Parasite 5. They were still sitting and looking appropriately ashamed. Well, I guess I should apologize for acting immature. I'm sorry, Gil. No, I shouldn't have let it get to me like that. You were right. I was being a little selfish. Okay. Lessons learned. All you had to do was take off your pants. Not wrong. Sorry. But you know, sometimes it's okay to be a little forceful. If you weren't, I probably never would have tried something like this. Huh? Whirl had slipped out of my little lecture and was eating a plate of Gil's food. Excuse me, I wasn't done talking. I know, but I heard the oven timer go off. He'll be ashamed to let such fresh food go to waste. Whirl continues to eat, completely unfazed. I felt slightly listless seeing him so relaxed, but he had a point. Wouldn't be right to let that cooking go to waste. Ugh. Oh, fine. Let's eat for now. We can't tackle the comment section on an empty stomach. I didn't think it would be good to eat such a caloric meal right now, but fighting commenters means having a hearty meal. Plus, part of me just wants to give into stress eating, so I sat down next to Raoul and joined him. Gil had been preparing this dish since last night, so naturally it was superb. Afterwards... Ugh, I don't know what to do right now. After taking a bath and freshening up, I looked at the official Parasite House blog and brainstormed. I thought about going on the defensive, but I couldn't find the right words. If I say the wrong thing, it could cause a scandal. What do I do? PR is best in moments like this, but it's already late at night. Even if I reach out, I can't get a response until tomorrow. It's terrifying to let things get away from you, so I don't feel like sleeping. Someone put a cup down next to my laptop. I look up and see Gil standing there. I'm sorry about earlier. I made some herbal tea for you. That is, if you don't mind. Thanks. Is Is it okay for me to make a blog post for us? Huh? You're responding to the onslaught of comments, right? I thought maybe it might be good if I wrote something instead. This all kind of started because of me. I thought people might want to hear from me directly. Are you sure? Yeah, I might be an editor, but I've always dreamed of being a writer. I'm good at it too. Come to think of it, he did say something about that. While we were in college, Gil often talked about writing down his thoughts and emotions. Oh. We gotta pick the wrong answer. I think it's probably fine because, like, most of our answers have catered towards Ryuki, but we'll just make sure we stay on the Ryuki path. Don't let Gil bear the brunt. I guess letting Gil handle it would be the correct answer because he would feel, like, needed. Feel like I should write the post as a Cupid Corp employee. After all, Gil sparked all the comments. I'm still worried. I guess you don't trust me. No, that's not it. Please write the post. I turned my laptop to Gil and he started writing the update post with a serious expression. I'm really sorry. No. Still get the CG even if you pick the wrong answer. Get to see Lynette with, like, casual hair. About what happened earlier? Marlowe pig. I was just, like, looking at the laptop. It's like, trying to think what... It's not a Mac, is it? Usually when they, like, make fun of Apple, they put, like, an orange or something on it. Some other weird fruit. Yeah, I know you were trying to do your job, but I kind of ruined everything. I think what was said to me was right. I had low self-esteem, so I tried to get attention by doing everything. Huh? You're not confident in yourself, Gil. Not at all. Back in college, I didn't have any interest in taking care of myself. Of course I wouldn't be popular. I think you actually were. After graduating, I gave myself an entire new look. But Raoul and Alan are already flashy. I felt inferior next to them. That's why it irritated me so much. That's why I flipped out like that. Alan was right. He was absolutely right. I don't think everything he said was right. I wanted to reject the idea that girls only wanted one thing. I also wanted to change his opinion about only needing technique. Gil seemed to partially agree, so he was quiet. I heard the click-clack of the keys as Gil resumed speaking to me. Which side are you more partial to? What do you mean? Do you want to be waited on? Or do you want to wait on others? That's a hard question. If Gil waited on me like he does now, I'd be terrified. But I don't necessarily want to wait on others like that either. I don't think it's about submission, though. Relationships should be about being equals. I think that's the best way. Being equals. Because waiting on someone hand and foot means you're just being who the other person wants, and not yourself. Otherwise, you're just ignoring that person's morals and values. I don't want that. Mutual appreciation and respect would be my ideal relationship. I understand. That's a very you statement. Gil gave me a wan smile and turned his attention back to the laptop. I only heard loud typing noises after that. I drank the herbal tea he made for me while I sat next to him. Maybe it's the tea, Maybe it's Gil's presence, but suddenly I felt all my worries untangle themselves. I started feeling drowsy and fell asleep right then and there. Did you make it to bed or just sleeping on the couch? I squint my eyes as the sun shines brightly through the window. Huh? When did I fall asleep? The comments! I leap up and head straight to the living room to open my laptop. Huh? All the nasty comments have stopped. In a surprising twist, the Instagram hashtag was filled with positive, pleasant messages praising the blog post. They're saying that the post is good. Really good. Speaking of blog posts, Gil wrote it last night. I was too exhausted and dozed off partway through it. So, what about the blog post? I opened the Parasite House blog and see close to 300 comments. Oh, what is this? I thought it would be filled with insults. I scroll through it to see them. Huh? It's mostly positive. I wonder what Gil wrote about, so I scrolled through the blog again. But then the living room door opened. Good morning. Raoul, the nasty comments from last night finally calmed down. What happened? It's all thanks to Gil's blog post. I saw it yesterday when he first posted it. Mr. Snail took out his phone and showed it to me. He already had the original post pulled up. Good evening, Gil Lovecraft here. I'm the one they call the Lovelorn Parasite. I apologize to everyone who saw my shameful behavior on today's broadcast of Parasite House. After reflecting on my actions, I apologize to Alan for our fight. Ultimately, we decided to respect one another and talk through our disagreement. Honestly, I think it was wrong of me to think my opinion was the only correct one in the first place. Alan and I are two different people from different backgrounds. It's okay that we have different values and ideals. I guess I forgot that and tried to push my own values onto others. That's what caused that fight I wish no one saw. I'm really sorry about that. From now on, we won't flat out deny one another's opinion. However, we also won't ignore our own feelings either. We'll respect each other and work together to meet in the middle and find different solutions. When complete strangers live together, it's natural that problems will occur. We have to remember that. We are strangers after all. We should acknowledge that there are people who live by a creed different from our own. Still, that doesn't mean that we should assume the worst of someone new. Even strangers can find common ground to stand on. That's how I want to live my life. I think connecting like that would make living much more fulfilling. From Gil Lovecraft. Well, well, I had no idea Gil was such a talented writer. Yep, Gil can write like the best of them, alright. Actually, he did an interview with me a while back. Turned out pretty great. Wow, I didn't know that. I reread the post once more and was impressed with it. At the same time, I heard the living room door open. Oh, good morning, everyone. Are you sleepy, Gil? Morning, all. Gil and Alan enter the living room, both looking a little sheepish, then bow to us simultaneously. I'm really sorry about my behavior yesterday. Yeah, me too. I didn't mean to drag everyone else into our argument. It was immature of me. It's alright. Yeah, what's done is done. Long as you're really sorry, that's all that matters. Exactly. This blog post of yours is apology enough. Thank you for a lovely write-up, Gil. thank you so much. Actually, it kind of feels nice to have my writing complimented. Oh, sorry. I overslept and didn't make breakfast. I'll get to it right now. It's fine. I don't mind taking care of it once in a while. Huh? Ryuki-kun, you're gonna cook? We're supposed to try and respect each other from now on, right? With a slightly embarrassed look on his face, Ryuki headed into the kitchen. Gil's post seemed to have moved the other members of the Parasite 5 as much as it had the viewers. At least let me help Ryuki-kun. I'll be okay. Since you just woke up, you should really do something about your face. I guess he hasn't changed completely. I made for the bathroom before he could blast me with his usual mist. She got good at dodging. But still, I turned around to see everyone making breakfast together. Hey, wait a minute! You're supposed to cook the onions first. Don't be silly. That would strip them of all their nutrients. Really now? I always thought it just tastes better that way. Nutrients, huh? They're as rowdy as ever, but they were being a lot nicer to each other. Amazing, considering how they were on day 1. They were all indifferent to each other back then, but now they were actually talking to each other. It was a big step forward. Last night's fight was a big problem at first, but in the end it helped them all grow a little bit. Maybe they'll be alright. By the time the show ends, I'm pretty sure they'll all be ready to find good partners. That was my thought as I headed for the bathroom. Oh, next chapter. That was a long chapter. Okay. I think we have like 3 more chapters to go. But I don't know how long they're gonna be. We've had some chapters that have been like 10 minutes long, and some chapters that have been like an hour. But yeah, this is a good time to take a break. Very good episode, I have to say. Some more fan service. I can't believe it, like, became that. I just could barely keep my head cool. But yeah, still some life lessons in a relationship. Is all about compromise. Can't have it one way or the other. Yeah, let's save. We'll try to, I don't know, maybe we'll try to fit the rest of the common route in the next episode, but obviously if all the chapters are like an hour long, then I'm not gonna. Let's save over this place. Joyful barbecue will be for next time. Alright, anyway guys, I hope you're having a fun time with this, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.